Sam had the temerity and the audacity to say to me that United will get top 4. I was like, what are you on about, guy? If you're finishing 8, because remember he came on this podcast and said, I'm a finished man. I remember he was saying that when he was talking about United. But now, because of Maserati, Delay, Euro, Xerxes, all of a sudden they will get top 4.
Arteta has been at Arsenal for 5 years now. 715 million. Okay. And has an FA Cup to show for it. The manager who were just slagging 5 minutes ago, Ten Hag, has been at Man United for 3 years and has 2 trophies. City are not spending much money. Like, you people keep saying City spends more money. Arsenal spend more money than City in the last 5 years. Man United spend more money than City in the last 5 years.
Definitely.
We know we don't even need to talk about Chelsea.
We have spent more money in this one season.
Good morning,
Jesus. Good morning, Lord.
Welcome back to another episode of the DES podcast with me and Eddie. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the DES podcast. You are here with myself, Eddie. Oh, I said myself.
Yourself, Eddie, yeah?
Whoa.
You want to be me? It's okay. I take that as a compliment.
Shut up. You're here with Demi, the man himself, and introduce yourself. English is not
We're done.
Got you. Introduce yourself.
My name is Eddie. You know yourself. DES without the S again. You know yourself.
And welcome back, guys, to another episode. So where do we start this week? Well, where I want to start is somewhere in particular is to do with Manchester United and Brighton. What happened? I thought you were back after you bet Fulham.
I really want to sound
after you bet Fulham 2-1. What happened? Every day we're back, and we signed this player. We're back. We signed Delay. We're back. We signed Maserati. We're back. We get Jim Ratcliffe.
We're back. No, see, the thing is, right? If it's actually funny watching United, because you don't see a play. There's no way they play, right? They say Mount starts to press and all this. If you're playing 55 million for a nigga just for him to press 16 games, 1 goal, if that's what you want to do, fairs. I accept it like that, innit? But like, if you're saying this press styles with Mount and that's how you're playing football, hey, I don't argue with United fans, because it stresses me out, and I don't like being stressed out over football. Because at the end of the day, I'm not playing anything.
You know what it is about. I think we were kind of saying this. All fans need to be very guided. I get our teams are, they play good. They do a madness in some games. Like, guys, this is only the second game of the season.
Yeah.
Let's be very guided.
Yeah.
I support Spurs. Spurs went on a 20 games unbeaten at the start last season.
And then they finished
Everybody was screaming and shouting.
5th?
They finished 5th. We played Chelsea, got about 5 injuries, which basically ended our season.
Yeah.
And I'm just want to tell people, football can change so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like I said to an Arsenal fan the other day, we'll get on to you people very soon. You don't worry. I said to him, you need to stop with this thing. You're going to win the league every season, because what happens now is you are doing well and Saliba gets injured, Saka gets injured, Odegaard gets injured. It's possible. It happened to Spurs last season. Madison and Van der Ven.
Like, anything is possible. Like, even injured. Arsenal were very lucky not to get any injuries like that.
There. And what happens now when they get injuries?
If Odegaard gets injured, they're finished.
They think Calafuri or
California, whatever.
Cauliflower is going to come and do something. You know, there was a video of, I don't know if you know this Irish guy who plays football, Bosun Lawal.
No.
He's this Irish guy who plays football. I think he's signed for Stoke now. There's a video of him, how he had cauliflower in the back of his back pocket. I'm like, you're making this guy sound like he's the next Cafu or something.
I don't. The thing is, Arteta is one liar as well. Like,
how
can he say he knew him since? Like, no one knew Calafiori. I don't care what you're saying. No one did that.
We're going. Today is the day we are going to talk, and I know you people on TikTok are going to hate us. Are going to say they should be you know what they always say. Microphones are too expensive. Podcast people, you footballers, Arsenal fans are going to hate us today. My United fans might hate us, but I'm actually sick and tired of you lot. But again, let's be guided. Let's start off with the Premier League with our teams. Chelsea 6-2 against
Wolverhampton.
Hampton. How do you feel about that score?
I
You didn't watch the match. You were an up. You Chelsea fans just know this guy's an up. I had to inform this guy, texting him. I was informing you because he goes, I'm not watching that team.
No. I was in church. I was in church. I was watching.
You had no score center.
No, I was watching as much as I could, but I only saw, the only thing I saw was the Cunha goal. That's the only thing I saw. Like, because I was watching it when the message was going on, and I felt like the pastor was kind of looking at me in that way, so I had to turn it some kind of way.
What did you think about, obviously, the star of the show and also the villain of Wolves, Madueke?
I think he shouldn't have said it, right? Because it can always come back and bite you in the ass.
Well, there's actually something I want to speak about as well, but we'll get into that. Do you think, regardless if you wanted to post it on his private or not, it was disrespectful?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, like, footballers sometimes need to realize, like, they're in a whole different limelight. Like, they need to realize, even posting things on your private, we see people that leak things so many times.
Yeah.
Nobody, look, I think footballers need to remember, the only people that are really your friends are the people that were with you through thick and thin, not the people that
just join your life and
you had a nice watch and they had a nice watch and magically you're now best pals. Because don't forget, that person that's saying that he has a nice watch might just borrow that off his friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just, trying to flex.
Yeah.
But like shit like that is like, I don't understand why he done it.
See, that's the thing about
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But unfortunately speaking, like I always say, when you're at a level in life that eyes are all over you, you need to be very guided in the way you move, especially as a professional footballer. Because anything they do, look, let's be honest, footballers need to remember, especially black footballers, a journalist's dream is seeing
you fuck
up. That's what, look, if you look at it realistically speaking, journalism for journalism when it comes to footballers is the best headline is when a footballer fucks up. You know yourself.
Yeah.
We've seen a great example. One guy who's unfortunately not in the Premier League anymore and has to be playing football now in France. We've seen another one, the guy from Everton. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
You know what I'm talking? The guy from Everton. Obviously, people are going to know what I'm going to say. I'm going to bleep this part out. No, I mean, we're on Giphy Sigurdsson.
Oh, yes.
Finish you.
I actually forgot about that you as well. That's crazy.
Ryan Giggs.
Like Basuma as well.
He was lucky enough that he beat the case.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey, who they still have not forgotten about.
I don't even know what's going on with that lad.
Like, this is the thing. Like, footballers need to remember, they need to be very guided,
very, very careful
in the way they move. You don't need to bleep anything out, man. You're the one. You don't the crime. You got caught for it. That's not my business. At the end of the day, like. But no, it's just like when I see stuff like that, and when he done it, I was like, Madueke, you have to back this up. You cannot go to Wolves and play shit.
I had to back it
I
up.
actually was praying for him. I was like, you done something silly, fair enough, but now you have to go and move it to a madness.
Yeah, but hand on heart, I thought after that thing, I was like, Trina Wolves. Honestly, I really thought that.
Because I don't know if I was watching the first half. That first half was probably one of the best first half I watched this. Obviously, I know there's only 2 games so far because it was just
back and forth. Yeah, I saw that part. Yeah.
But no, like Madueke, man of the match, and rightly deserved. They ran a riot. Like I've never seen him play that good before.
Gee, and now he has the right foot unlocked as well.
Yeah.
Is it? It's shot because I saw it on midweek. I saw the goal that he scored with his right foot.
But
one bullet.
Chelsea, I'm not gonna lie. I watched my Chelsea played unbelievable football. Like the second half was like if this the Chelsea we're gonna get, okay, then we all have to be looking out. But at the same time, we have to be guided as well. And remember, this is Wolves we're talking about here.
Yeah.
This isn't
a top 6 or top 10 team.
You know, they went to go do this against Man City and they went to go do it against Liverpool and Arsenal. I'd be
even
like,
Aston Villa.
Even Aston Villa, I'd be like, okay, then we have an issue here going on. But
right now it's calm. Like,
well, no, 6-2. I think the score reflected it was a game of 2 halves.
Yeah,
it was. Wolves and Chelsea were 50-50.
50-50.
Then Chelsea just turned the game on.
But even bringing on, like, even the options that they have on the bench now, it's not as bad as it was last year because we had no one to bring. Like, come on, bringing off the bench last year was Modric. Like, you know what I mean? But now you're bringing on Felix and Nkunku as well. It's a better substitutions. Like, you know what I mean? Modric even came off and he said, "I didn't like the way he was playing." Simple as the guy is very, very ruthless. The way he talks.
But remember what I was telling you. you know, in football, there's compassion and there's ruthless. You just have to know how to balance it. You have to be compassionate in some situations, but you have to be ruthless. And I feel like Enzo is doing that into some extent. Even with the whole Sterling situation, is like
I don't think he did. I don't think you see anything wrong.
I don't see anything wrong. I can maybe, you know, the thing is, again, we have to, us as fans, pundits, all these people around us, we go off what we hear and what we think and we assume. That's it. There's a lot of us that assume. But the way I assume the situation went is he told Sterling, look, you're not going to be my top 20. Because obviously now we know that Enzo has 20. He has 20. There's two sets of teams that train. There's one set that doesn't train with him, and then there's another set that does train with him. He said to Sterling, you're not really in my plans. I don't want to make it I don't really want to kind of like cause a big issue about it, but I just want to let you know. And it seems like Sterling's agents or PR team took that in a whole completely different way. At the end of the day, do I think Sterling's going to leave?
Probably not. There's only like what the windows ended. Drops this week.
And apparently it's his wages as well is
$300K a week.
Fuck. But do I think Sterling's going to leave? No. Do I think Ben Chilwell's going to leave? I think Chilwell is going to go last minute.
Yeah.
I think Chilwell, Shaloba will go last minute, but Sterling's going to be a sticky one.
Yeah, because of
like,
his wages.
No one's going to... The thing is, like, when players... See, the thing is, one day, and I pray to God, we actually get to sit down with the inside to hear about, like... Negotiation way, because when someone like Sterling is leaving Chelsea, he's not... It's not going up. He's going to be going, like... Down, but to a certain degree, a bit below.
I think like an Aston Villa would be nice for him. To be honest.
I think Sterling now is not really going to be getting into anybody's team at the moment.
He should go abroad
because he's going to be a super sub.
Yeah.
No, I'm not being bad. Like that's what he has to think now. Chilwell still has a chance because Chilwell, we know his potential when he was at Leicester. He was playing good at Chelsea for a while before he got that nasty ACL
He was playing good for Chelsea under Tuchel.
So the question now is, where does Sterling go that he's going to be playing the way he wants to play? And unfortunately speaking, there's only one place, and that's Saudi.
Yeah. And he gets to keep his wages. And he might even get an upgrade on his wages.
So there's another thing. But we'll get back into the whole... let's talk about my team, Spurs, 4-0 against Everton. And football at its best. I was really impressed with Wilson Odobert. The shock transfer of the season for me, because... Not even Fabrizio saw that coming. Nobody.
Yeah, it was
random. You know what I was watching? I was just on my phone one day. I just refreshed and I seen, we can confirm we've signed Wilson Odobert from Burnley for 4 years.
But I think that's how transfer should be like, though.
But that's what the thing is. As everybody says, Fabrizio, unfortunately speaking, has ruined transfers for us, because years ago there was no such thing as Fabrizio. There was obviously Sky Sports that would be saying, rumor has, or there's like the papers would be saying, nobody read the papers to know about all these rumors. But then Twitter now is so open to the whole world that Fabrizio will be telling everybody every 2 seconds. Not against Fabrizio, at the end of the day, let's be respectful. As much as the guy's been annoying Lois lately, he's doing his job. He's doing his job and he works hard. And there is some transfers that's just like, holy shit, how the hell did you find out about that?
Yeah, exactly.
But the Odobert thing caught everybody off guard. I was really happy with his performance anyway. I was like, this is what we've been looking for,
It's the 1v1 winger.
We were looking for a 1v1 winger, but also someone who isn't afraid to take on their man. Like, he might... The thing I like about him is that he's not going to be afraid if he gets tackled once. He's going to keep going and going and going. And lo and behold, he kept doing it.
Johnson and
Brennan Johnson, my problem with him is like, I know the Brennan Johnson I saw in Nottingham Forest, and that's the one I wanted. And I hate when like players come to different clubs and like they change. Except if you're going to Man City, that one's a whole different story.
You just have to change it.
Have to change.
It's fine.
But it's fine. But like Savinho and Doc, it seems like Savinho's not changing. He's not changing. The guy's like, I'm gonna play the way I want to play. But I was happy with Maddison's performance. I was happy with Bissouma. I was happy with...
Did he play Kulusevski, Maddison and Bissouma?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just Andrew Postecoglou. You know, they can't question the guy. I don't know anymore.
It was a bit surprising. I was just like,
the guy, Postecoglou does whatever the fuck he wants. I've just come to the conclusion now. The guy actually does whatever he wants, and I'm not gonna argue with him, because if it works, who am I the one to argue with? If it doesn't work, that's when I have a problem.
Well, is he?
I still feel like Spurs, as much as I know I say this every week, we still need to buy Eze. we need to buy someone.
Why no one is going in for Eze right now?
Because I feel like apparently rumor has it Eze's release clause expired a couple of months ago.
But surely you can still negotiate the price that
I think Spurs should get him and give Crystal Palace Lo Celso. That's what I think should happen. Because I think Crystal Palace Lo Celso, that's not, I don't know if I'd say it's an upgrade or downgrade from Eze, but it's a different style of footballer to what Eze is. I just need that type of. I need someone like Eze who's just won't turn his back, will go, will look for the pass that no one else wants to go, will try to do something crazy. But I was happy with Spurs' performance overall. I'm happy to see that Dej Spence is back on the bench for Spurs because I've always been from day one I seen him at his Middlesbrough days and his Nottingham Forest days. I've been crying out for the guy.
Yeah,
happy to see he's back, and I hope he does really challenge Porro for the right back position.
Porro is very good.
Porro is good. Porro is very good. Like that's the thing, you know. There's problems. This is why I feel sorry for footballers. There's footballers who have the talent, but when the players playing at his peak, and even if you're playing your best, like there's that one that's always consistent. That's always playing. The manager's gonna kind of be like.
But then you have to. Do you have a backup for Ndogi?
That's what I'm thinking. See, Spence played left back last when Ndogi went off injured. It wasn't bad. Like he played well enough, but I think that's why I say that's why I say Spurs look at it and say Chilwell is there, you know.
But see, because Chilwell can't invert. Can't invert. You know the way
Ndogi couldn't invert as well. What Postecoglou taught him.
Yeah, but Chilwell is the left back. That's why
why you have a manager who teaches someone how to do something.
Yeah, but see, I think
is why people are brought into the club.
You see, but the thing is, see with Enzo, Enzo likes to invert his fullbacks.
Okay.
Gusto wasn't fantastic.
Who's his left back?
Cucurella.
Okay.
And Vega.
Okay.
But like Vega is just a natural player that inverts. Like
what I'm trying to tell you is that's why a manager is at a football club because at the end of the day, that's what he gets paid to do. He gets paid to. These are the tactics I want to play. I'm bringing this player in, and I have to teach him how to do this. Now it depends again if you're a manager or a head coach. Because you're a head coach, you're going to be given someone. You're going to be like, well, this is what I do. I'm going to look at you for a few weeks. If you can't do this well, you're going to be on the bench, and I'm going to go to the guy who maybe not be doing the best, but he's doing it better than you.
And that's what's happened with Chilwell because he had all the preseason. Chilwell was one of the first people to come back, right? If you can't train him, there's nothing you can really do.
That's
because
the problem.
He's vice captain, so like he even gave him probably more chances than any other people because he's vice captain at the end of the day.
That's true.
If he can't invert, like you could see from preseason, like if you were a Chelsea fan, you could see that Chilwell was not going to play this season. Realistically, you could just see it because Chilwell is a player that gets in behind. Like he's a left back that wants to attack all the time, attack. Enzo wants to play very possession based. One of the fullbacks and Vernon and stuff, which is I don't mind it to be honest, but at least he has a style and he wants to stick to that style. Everything was kind of like ragged for the last 2 seasons. Like no one really knew what style Chelsea wants to play, but now he's bringing that in, which is fine. But I just hope he's not failure. I just hope he doesn't fail.
But like I said with Spurs, I was happy with the performance for them against Everton. Everyone played decent. Brennan Johnson is. I still feel like at the end of the day he is young. He just needs to get his confidence back, but he needs to
even about Spurs as well. Son. He's 31, isn't he?
I knew this conversation was gonna come up one day.
When will he sell him? First of all,
you're not gonna sell Son. Son is not gonna be sold.
Okay, if you don't sell him, who are you gonna replace him with?
The only people I can in my head that Tottenham can replace Son with is Mitoma from Brighton. No, people might say.
Let's be. Don't take it the wrong way.
He just plays the same way.
Yeah.
Or there's that guy they bought. They bought one Asian guy in summer. They bought one Asian guy in summer. I forget his name. They signed an Asian guy, and this guy literally plays like Son. So there's three.
Who? Brighton?
No, Tottenham.
Oh, Tottenham.
Signed an Asian guy.
Well, then they put him back on loan, is it?
Yeah, they put him back on loan.
I just don't know his name. Yeah, I don't know.
January. So the guy's coming in January.
Yeah, I just don't know his name. Yeah,
I don't know his name, but I know that Spurs need to find Son's replacement soon. I would really, really wish Solanke wasn't injured. I feel like that would be a good.
Solanke's injured.
Solanke was injured.
Shit.
He got a knock. Something to do with his ankle, but apparently he's okay. It was just for that game. He got an injury.
They didn't really need him that game anyway.
Yeah, I wish he played because that would have been somewhere for him to score goals and boost his confidence.
But shit though, I don't know. 65 for. I saw you and Sam talk about it the last episode. 65 million.
Sam thinks it's.
I think Sam was drunk that episode. I think. I don't. There's no way. Like obviously, I can't speak because I'm a Chelsea fan. There, we spend a lot of money. Yeah, but 65 million is still a lot.
That's why I said to people like, "What is this?" Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player.
No. I like Solanke. He's a good.
I just never seen him play enough to say like, I'm gonna judge 65 million.
Like he's.
Like fair enough. He scored 18 goals last season.
He's a prem striker. Yes.
Yeah, but like the thing is, he's coming to another club now which play a whole different style of football.
Yeah, completely different style
of football to what we're playing. Like, is he gonna score this goal? We'll just have to wait.
He even needs to elevate because Spurs want to get Champions League this year, right? Spurs and Europa League this year. He needs to find a way to be. You know, he's an English Premier League striker. Like, he needs to find a way to become like a Champions League level striker. Or even just a Europa League level striker. He's
just gonna talk to Harry Kane tomorrow, you know. Can we help him out?
Yeah, exactly. They're both English boys, like but, so.
Yeah, and then Spurs played well. Chelsea played well. Now, Manchester United. What happened on Saturday? Because you know, I'm always watching Dior Sports weekend preview.
Yeah.
And Flex, I think his name is Flex, was basically chatting shit to Abby on the show, basically saying like, you don't worry about us, worry about your own team. Manchester United is back, basically all really confident and all this. And see, it's that word, it's that sentence I hate they say, Manchester United are back. I'm like, guys, respectfully speaking, yes, you are the OGs of the Premier League. We have to put our hands up and say, Man United are the team. But for the last 10 years now, no, I'm sorry, 12, because that's when they won the league was 2012.
Kai!
Well, no, am I wrong or am I right, please? When was the last time Manchester United won?
That the year that Ferguson retired. I don't know which year that was.
I think it was, so, because I don't want my United fans to now come to me and say, I know what I'm talking about.
I beg.
Manchester United's last Premier League title. 2013. So it's been 11 years. Am I right? 2013. So it's 11 years since Man United won the. Well, 2024. So no, 2000 was it? Well, whatever it was, 2012, 2013, 2013. So it's about 11, 10 years since last time Man United won the Premier League. Let's be guided. Let's be very guided. Yes, you say I'm a Spurs fan. My team never won a trophy. I understand. But the problem is not about Man United not winning trophies. It's the way you talk about Man United like they're going to win the Premier League next season. That's my problem with United fans. It's like we are going through a shitty period right now. I don't think Man United will win another Premier League for the next 4 or 5 years, in my opinion. And I remember I said this a while ago. There has been a big shift in football teams because before in my opinion, there was no such thing as a top 6 a couple of years ago. There's only now where everybody be saying top 6. Because top 4 was everyone knows Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and
City.
Yeah.
Since Pep came in, yeah.
Yes. Well, around Fergie's time, it would have been Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
But like it's only now we've been saying top 6 lately, you know, and it's like I just look at the whole thing and I'm just like, Man United need to remember we're not back then. We're now. There's no more top 4. It's now top 6. Everybody's now saying.
But see, the thing is about United fans that I don't understand, right? You man finished 8th last season.
Yeah.
8.
Did they?
They were 8th place last season, right? So it's cool, right? And then just because you won FA Cup, remind you, FA Cup is one match. You scraped the semi-final. Who they fucking playing in that final?
They played the City and they played Liverpool
in the final. They played against City.
But in the semi-final they played against Liverpool.
No, that was the quarter-final. They played against that team.
It was against
what's that team called again? Please check it up, right? But that team, right? They scraped it because that team scored in the last minute, but it was an inch offside, yeah, and they won in penalties. They scraped the FA Cup win. Who they play? Actually, let me just name that team first. Coventry, right? They scraped the win against Coventry in penalties, right? Where they were winning, what was it? 3-1, is it?
Yeah.
3-1 up, and they nearly lost, right? They scraped that, and then they scraped the FA Cup final. Even though they were probably the better team out there.
Oh yeah, that's the
Definitely.
best football we've seen them play. all
But
season.
yeah, right. But remember, FA Cup is one game. One. It's not a lot. Like the final is one game. You just have to beat them once. That's just the one game in that final. They did it, right? Just because of that, where this newfound confidence of they're getting top 4 this year, you need slaps. Like, Sam had the temerity and the audacity to say to me that United will get top 4. I was like, what are you on about, guy? If you're finishing 8, because remember he came on this podcast and said, I'm a finished man. I remember he was saying that when he was talking about United. But now, because of Mazrari, Delay, Euro, Xerxes, all of a sudden they will get top 4. You guys haven't even identified the problems that you had last year, but you will get top 4. See, man, you know what's still a problem, and I know it's 2 games in. Rashford is fucking shit. First of all, right? He's shit. If you bring on Garnacho got the assist for Xerxes in the first match, right? Where you were lucky as well. If I see a United fan, you can put this on TikTok. If I see a United fan even have the audacity to say that you played well against Fulham, you're cracked. You're very, very not okay. They were not good against Fulham, yes or no? I watched that whole match and they were not good. They played the exact same way they played last season. Okay, they had good individual performances, yes. Mazrari was good. Bruno was aight, even though he missed 2 chances as well. But Rashford was shit. Diallo was aight. Menu, aight. Casemiro, shit. Maguire was okay. Martinez was okay. Everyone else. Even remember when Sam said Onana was the best passer? Better passer than Ederson. See how he was passing football against Brighton. Blood of Jesus. Fucking hell. Oh. See the way he defended. I have the picture there. I'll even send you that picture, right? And you put it right here beside me. And I'll do like this. The defending that you were doing for that second goal against Brighton. Fucking hell.
Pedro was just there.
He was just there, sitting there.
I said the guy was even kind of like, nah, this can't be real.
Yeah. I was like, why am I so open?
But, no, like, I watched that match and I was just like, I just said, Man United, man, come on. You can't keep spending all these money on these players and bringing them in. And did you ever that one from that was saying, just give me the light. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I already know.
He was on Best of Enemies and he was singing, just give me the light. You know that song? Oh my God, I'll play it for you after.
Yeah, no,
but when he was slagging the Califury, he was slagging everybody. But when it was Delighted, just saying, he made up a song for
Delay.
It was like, just give me the light. Oh my God, I don't know. I was just like, you bought this guy, you're not even playing him.
But the thing is, I think one of them United fans went on TalkSport and just giving balls to one of these guys. And everyone United fans were saying, yeah, he's right. We wanted Delay a few seasons ago. Well, before when Delay was going from Juventus to Bayern, I think it was only 2 teams in it. I swear.
Where did he go?
He went Bayern, didn't he? Why did you not go United? Because that shit. Now that the Bayern wanted to get rid of him, he had no other choice than to go down plenty of levels and go to United, right? Once they put out their best team, right? I want to see them play with their best teams because I don't want to hear any excuses. They haven't bought a CDM. McTominay is.
Oh, they're playing their best team this week.
They're playing their best team this week.
They'll have to.
They're playing against Liverpool.
Are you still Liverpool as well? That slot football is a bit crazy. That grabbing badge guy that's going to be running through anybody. But I watched that match. I have to look. But first, aside from my night, that Van Heck, what's his name? Is it Van Hecker?
The centre back.
Unreal. He just had all those United players on his back pocket.
Shit. I
was just like, damn.
Even then, there's 2 centre backs.
They had Brighton's other winger. This black guy, I don't know.
Metten or something.
That guy, I don't know if he's in both gave him his leg or something.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, he just running anyhow.
Just running right. Even they had James Miller in midfield, right?
And João Pedro.
That guy's too nice, right? Danny Welbeck even scored.
Danny Welbeck, he should have scored 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, you know what? They bought all these players, but their one problem is still there. Cutback goals. That first goal, wasn't it a cutback? Wasn't it a cutback? I know.
Cutback, Man United. I don't know when they will ever learn. Like it's
They won't learn. They never will learn as
Yes,
long as
sir.
Ten Hag is the manager.
but I think well, me and your team doing well this season. My United still have their problems, but
Yeah.
let's talk about what we came here to talk about, and that is
Arsenal.
Arsenal. As I said, Arsenal fans, you can tell me I don't know about football. I don't care. For the Yoruba people that sports, Arsenal as well. I don't care. I was going to say it in Yoruba, but I forgot how to say it. But me okay, yeah, better for you. I'm just gonna put it like this, right? Arteta has been at Arsenal for 5 years now. 715 million, okay, and has an FA Cup to show for it. The manager who were just slagging 5 minutes ago, Ten Hag, has been at Man United for 3 years and has 2 trophies. If you people want to count Community Shield as a trophy, that's your own business. Because I told you from day one, I don't count that thing as a trophy. And you can also say Spurs won. If Spurs won Community Shield, I'll be more happy that Spurs actually won some type of trophy rather than the Community Shield. Because I don't count Community Shield as a trophy. I just don't. If Spurs won, I'll be happy. But then I'm not
Community is like preseason, like winning a preseason.
I'm telling you. Even
What's
listen, it's anyways. Now, if you guys want to really tell me that if Ten Hag was in Arteta's position, spent all that money, had an FA Cup and a Community Shield to show, I promise you guys will be the first people to say that guy is a shit manager. They should sack him, that he shouldn't be at the club, that how can a manager spend 750 million and not win anything? But your club's doing the same thing. Everybody's sacking my night about spending money, but people are forgetting. Remember I showed you that video about Pep? That when he said that everybody's screaming that City are spending money. But go look at the record. Let's set the record straight. All the other,
Everyone's spending money.
No, Chelsea, United, and Arsenal have spent more money than he spent in the last 6 or 7 years. But he still won more trophies than them. So the problem now I'm having with Arsenal supporters specifically is that I know if that was anybody else's team, you would be sacked. I don't even think Arsenal fans will have the right to ever say that Ten Hag should be sacked. I don't even think Arsenal fans should even talk to Man United. Man United won more major trophies than Arsenal in the light of a Carabao Cup and FA Cup in 3 years, and the guy's been there, and we've all been saying sack him. But what's his name? Arteta's been there, and everybody is saying, oh, he got a shit team, he changed the team, he did this. Okay, cool. You're acting like Ten Hag came into the best environment Man United. He came into shitty ownership. There was no structure in the club. They were just paying any amount for any football player. And I'm pretty sure halftime he didn't want the football players. And he somehow still won a Carabao Cup in all that time. He came into, and also during that time, they didn't even know if they were selling the club. They didn't even know if they were gonna sack the guy. They didn't even know what the hell was going on in the club.
But he stayed, and he did the FA Cup. See, the thing is that Arsenal fans, right? Maybe he's maybe they can't see something or something like that. You've had 2 good seasons. Let's be realistic. You finished second back to back. Cool. After you finished second the first time, you said there's a feeling in your chest that I'm going to win the league. Which feeling is that you come second again? Right? You finish second back to back, which is cool, right? You play good football. I get it, right? I hear it. But still, you cannot talk to anybody if you haven't won a single trophy.
It's not even about talking to anybody. My problem is we're not all here. Like, look, at the end of the day, like, let's be honest, being a football fan for a minute, which I'm gonna be. Arsenal have been playing the best football. Well, you can say the best. Some of the best football I've seen in a very long time. They've been playing unbelievable football, but it has to get to a point that, okay, Arteta's been here for 5 years. He spent all this money. This guy's close to spending $1 billion. This is the amount of money. This is close to the money we've been complaining about City spending.
Yeah.
But what's his name? City have won countless amount of Premier Leagues.
They've won a Champions League.
They won Champions League. I don't know how many FA Cups they've won. They won the Carabao Cup 4 times in a row one time. They won the Premier League. Is it 5 or 4 times in a row? Is it 5 or 4 times in a row?
They don't even
And
count
Pep,
the Carber
and
Cup
Pep,
again.
and I keep saying this to people, and you all need to stop. City are not spending much money. Like, you people keep saying City spends more money. Arsenal spend more money than City in the last 5 years. Man United spend more money than City in the last 5 years.
Definitely.
We know. We don't even need to talk about Chelsea.
We've spent more money in this one
Now,
season.
I don't know about Tottenham, how much they spend in the last 5 years. I won't lie to you, but they probably spent more than City. We've all spent more than City, but City are still winning this thing. It's not about this thing about City is. It's not about It's not about what City are winning. It's not. Sorry,
about spending.
It's not about what City are spending. Sorry, it's about the players they are bringing in.
They don't bring in.
They don't bring in anybody.
They bring in people that will fit their style. And like the thing is, if they're paying big money for them, it's from Pep, not from anybody else.
I know, and it's from Pep. And that's the thing. The thing about this, I think the thing about our clubs, the problem is that it's like, I don't know if it's changing, but I feel like in certain clubs, it's like, this guy, you bring someone in, and this is a problem. You bring someone into a club, a manager, who you want to be bringing the players in for the manager.
Yeah.
And I know people will say there's two sides to this that's like, oh, how about the manager spends all this money on a player and he doesn't do it? And at the same time, it can be the other side. How about the sporting director spend all this money on a player and he doesn't do it for the manager? I still think the manager has to have the last say when a player comes to football. And that's the thing with Pep. That's the thing with Pep. If Pep wants a player, City are going to go get it for him because they trust him.
Yeah, because
how long are they going to keep trusting Arteta for to bring in all these players?
Because the difference between Pep and Arteta, and it's very evident as well. Pep is 3 steps ahead of everybody before they even make the decision. Because Pep won't buy rubbish. Arsenal have bought rubbish before, haven't they? They bought Pepe. Remember where Pepe is?
They'll say that's Emery signing. That's even what I want to talk
But
about.
even when we will talk about Emery and Arteta in a second, right? But literally, Pep is in front of us for every team in the Prem before the season even starts. He will go on very sluggishly in the press conference and says, I won't worry about it till the last month. He's a dickhead for saying that as well. He's actually a prick, Then the thing that we were talking about in the car as well, we were talking about that Gundo is now back. Let's forget about every trophy.
Let's all be very guided. And I know you people will say, oh, it's just, getting Gundogan back for free. I think we should all look at that and be very like, how did they do this? This is the team we're complaining that spent all this money.
Yeah.
Who did they buy this season, please? Savinho, which to me is not even a player.
It's just money back to somebody. Yeah.
It's just money being changed on accounts because they're all under the City group.
And they've sold Alvarez.
They sold Alvarez for how much? 80-something million.
I think they have a loan thing with Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips as well. And only God knows how many of the academy players they've sold. Because City, they'll be selling.
They don't even sell that much, I don't think.
No, the academy players, they'll be selling them for like
plenty of money.
Plenty of money.
And I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, sure.
Like,
but now see City now, right? I think Pep is going back to playing with wingers, right? Like out and out wingers, 1v1 wingers. He has Doku. He has.
This looks like last season Doku compared to this season. It looks like he's giving Doku more freedom.
Yes.
That's the fear. And my fear now is like if he says, "Oh, Jack, play like you were playing at Villa." You know what? Don't play my football. When they pass the ball to you, do what you want to do.
Jack, do what you want to do. And now the thing is, right, once they go to the touchline, right, and they put the ball in, they're aiming for Haaland and back. Now they have Gundo back. If the ball gets headed out of the box, they have Rodri waiting to go and shoot the ball. Look at all of us now.
We're not finished though. And if all of them don't want to be guided, they are probably one of the best shooters, one of the best free kick specialists, one of the best set piece. They have KDB there.
Hey, Baba God. When I said it, in the car, I fully meant it. Charge the Premier League. Honestly, every Arsenal fans even not even open their mouth. I even saw Troops, I think. His reaction, he was like, "Oh fucking hell, he's back."
Yeah, everybody knows.
They're scared. Everyone's scared.
This good one guy. He's literally. You know what it's like? Yeah, you know the way they were doing that madness they were doing when City they'll be playing shit and they'll just come back last minute. This guy basically is the mold of Uncle Last Minute. It's like he enjoys last minute.
He has so much fun doing it. That Aston Villa game and City. Remember that time Liverpool won.
That even Trent was even like going to them. What score is it? They just shook their heads.
It's just like
when you hear if City are ever in a race for anything, and let's say the 2 or 3 points, and you heard Gundogan is there, just know you've lost.
Bring him just like that. Don't even bother yourself.
Don't
with
even
match.
bother yourself, because
It's not worth stressing about, honestly.
But no, but back to the like, I understand. We all have to have confidence in our teams, and we all have to be like, what. But like, I don't know how they don't think it's like, you know what? Yeah, let's be guided. Let's just say we're going to finish in the top 3 and we'll see what happens. That's why I said to you, when people are like, how do you think Spurs are going to do this season? I don't know. Like, this is a team that, Jesus Christ, they went 10 games unbeaten for the first 10 games of the. What the hell is that? Racist. They went 10 games unbeaten for the first 10 games of the season. Everybody thought, oh shit, this Angie ball, this guy is crazy. One match changed the whole league for them. They went from meant to be finishing top 4 to finishing 5th.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to tell people. Like,
anything can happen.
That's why I said I wait until after Christmas or after the first 20 games to be like, okay, this is how my team is going to do.
Yeah. But even you see, there's teams that you can't even. It's like a team like Chelsea. No one knows what they're going to do like this year. Even after the first 20 games, I don't know what's going to happen.
And it's not like, and the thing is like, yeah, fair enough against Aston Villa where they won 2-0, fair enough. But they need to remember, it's not like they just walked all over Aston Villa.
Aston Villa gave him a game and a half. Rodgers was running them ragged.
Aston Villa, remember what I was saying about Watkins last time? You were opening your mouth anyhow about Watkins. Well, it's you I'm talking to.
Yeah, I know.
I told you, the guy is 1 season wonder.
Will you start? It's 2 games in, like.
I don't care. Those chances will be buried. You even said yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
What did you say?
What
did you say to me?
Yeah, I said it wasn't a good save. It was a bad miss. That's what I said, right?
But that's all these chances missing. No.
Yeah, okay, but still, it's still 2 games in. You need to get
Villa are just an Ivan Toney away from being better. That's
Watkins is just better than Ivan Toney. Like, you just have to accept it.
Let's not be doing this.
Why? Okay. If Ivan Toney was so good, why is no one going for him?
Where is he going to go?
Why is no one going for him?
Where is he going to go? You tell me where.
Arsenal need a striker.
Arsenal need a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't know. Arsenal need a striker. Okay. Even teams from like the only people that are going for them is Saudi teams. Why? Why did they not go? Why is no one going for him?
I don't know.
Why should I go for him?
You know what it is? Yeah, obviously when a player has gambling things stuck to his name, people don't want to be associated with.
Okay, but there's some teams that don't care about all of that.
Who?
There's some teams that wouldn't.
Who in the Premier League?
Okay, Newcastle, right? Tonali's coming back this season.
Tonali was there before we.
Yeah, but Tonali's still coming back this season. They could have easily sold him to Saudi.
No, they're not gonna do that, man.
They could have. No, I'm saying there's teams like that could have
easily, but they're not gonna do that.
Why is it no one going for Tony? Because Watkins is just better. He's not one of the best strikers in the world.
If Watkins was better, why didn't no one go for him?
Because Watkins is a Champions League team.
Okay, fair enough. You want to do that? Fair.
Yeah, he's playing in a Champions League team. Why would he want to leave in the first place?
Fair enough.
Yeah, Watkins is better.
I get it, but I don't think Watkins is better.
Yeah, it was just really.
But you know the thing is, I need to see both of them have a full season when they're playing all the time, and then decide.
Yeah, I hope Tony stays so we can see.
I don't want to see Tony. It's not even about that. Someone like Ivan Tony's what we know we have should not be going to Saudi.
No.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's certain players who I just look like. It's even like Victor Osimhen, like even someone like him.
If he goes to fucking Saudi,
Cancelo as well should not be. You know the one player I said Arsenal should sign, Cancelo. I think if Arsenal sign Cancelo,
for left back,
I think that's their chance to win the Prem. Because
Cancelo is a very, very good fullback.
You forget when Cancelo was playing on that Pep, and the guy will be doing some crazy
Trivela. I remember that Trivela cross he gave to Haaland. Haaland did that big bro kick. That I shared it.
I wouldn't really. Let's wait. We'll go to that back today. But no, I genuinely do feel like my problem with Arsenal fans is just more like you are being so cocky, and we're not even 10 games in. That's the problem. It's like, oh, I already know. Some of my friends be saying, we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. This is Arsenal's year. Do you know who we bought? We just got this California cauliflower guy. And we just got this guy. You know, look at the way we've been playing in preseason. I'm like, guys, I'm not saying Arsenal are not going to play good. I'm not even saying Arsenal are bad. All I'm saying is just be patient because anything can happen. As I said, if Saliba gets injured, if Raya gets injured, if Rice gets injured, I know they'll start saying that Ben White and all these people are playing these positions, but they haven't played there for a very long time. It's not going to be like they're just going to come back in there and just naturally sitting there. Like, they're not Pep players. Like, not Pep players can play anywhere. Yeah, we've seen Bernardo Silva play left back and he played even good. Like, these are not players that play.
I wasn't against a small team. It's against Arsenal as well.
This isn't. You just answer my question in a million words. There.
Yeah, yeah, that's not they're just not on the same level as City that to be talking like
I don't think anybody's going to be on the same level as City for a while. And I told everybody this, and I'll say it again: City are not going to get charged with 115 charges. No. I promise you, if they even get charged with 5, I'll be surprised.
Because people need to understand that.
You know what the thing is, yeah. Sorry, say what you want to say.
I think people need to understand that. Okay, 115, right? If any of them were going to give them a point deduction or anything like that, because City are such a big team in England, we would have heard about it by now. Just because we didn't hear about it now, all them 115 charges, I don't see anything happen. Maybe a small 30k fine. That's all I see it from. Other than that,
and it's not even just about that as well. See, the problem with us football fans is we forget that there's more to football than just transfers. There's, when you win, people need to remember there's TV rights.
Yeah.
There is, obviously, I know one of the issues with City is to do with sponsorship. I know it's something to do with like they're basically funneling money through like a sponsorship group that they just made, whatever. TV rights, there is how far you go in the Champions League. There is how far when you finish in the Premier League. This is a team that have won how many Premier Leagues, how many FA Cups, how many Carabao. You get money for all these little things that they do. People need to remember there's more to football than just player transfers. They're buying all these big players. But how many trophies are they winning? What deals are City signing that we don't know? What businesses do they have around that place that we don't know? What do City do that we actually don't know? That's actually generating money for the club. Yeah. Do you know? That's why these people like you need to understand there's more football than just that. Yeah, fair enough, this guy leaked all these documents, this and that. I'm not saying City are not going to get charged. I'm not sitting here and saying that. What I'm trying to say is that we just have to wait to see what happens, because what's going to happen now is there's going to be all this evidence that City has, and people are going to be like, City will get charged with something, but I think everybody needs to stop thinking it's going to be something crazy. I don't think it's going to be something big, to be honest. I don't even think it's going to be anything that crazy.
I don't think it's going to be anything.
I think it might just be one of the biggest fines we ever see, and maybe a points deduction. But this is Manchester City we're talking about. You can deduct 10 points from this team, they'll still win the league.
No problem.
No
problem at all. It's not a problem for City, to be honest.
One more. But sorry, what were we? So we'll get on to the last part. But just want to kind of jump away from the football. Have you seen Ronaldo lately?
The YouTube
thing.
Fuck. Jesus, I didn't see any of the videos. Don't get me wrong. I didn't see. I just watched the videos.
Do you know
the amount of subscribers he got?
In 2 days? He got 35 million subscribers in 2 days. You know that's the day I knew that Ronaldo is the biggest one of the biggest, if not the biggest, superstar in the world. There's guys, I don't think people actually fathom. People will spend years just to get 1 million subscribers. Yeah. This guy got 35 million in 2 days. In 48 hours, let me do the maths for you so you can understand this. So we can understand, so we can get the numbers a bit better, guys. Yeah. Let me do this. I don't know. Sorry guys, I want to do the maths here for you. So 30. So Ronaldo was gaining in the space of that 48 hours, like 720,000 subscribers every hour.
Leave that now.
And I'm telling you this, there's people in this world that it will take them years to do what Ronaldo's doing in the space of an hour. There's never, I don't think we're ever going to see someone on that global reach again.
Not a chance.
Never. Apparently, there was a rumor that YouTube and TikTok wouldn't allow Ronaldo on their platforms.
Yeah, which is very fair.
Because the amount of money they would have to pay him would be scandalous.
Astronomical, whatever that word is. This is CR7 we're talking about.
I hope people do realize he could possibly become the Mr. Beast is now currently the most subscribed person in the world.
Yeah, he is ridiculous. What, hundreds?
He has 300 million subs. Yeah, Mr. Beast has 300
300
million.
Fuck off.
I'm not messing.
Let me check this.
Wait, you didn't know this?
Mr. Beast, I thought it was 100.
No, he has 300 million.
Fuck.
Yeah. Have in mind, Ronaldo got 10% of his subscribers in 48 hours.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that about Miss. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the most subscribed person in the world.
Oh my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's gonna be, man. The videos he does are just in a different level.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
that's
spectrum in life.
levels, yeah.
But you heard me what I said there. This Mr. Beast has how many we said?
312.
312. So Ronaldo has about 10 to 15% of what Mr. Beast has in 48 hours.
Yeah.
God. No, I don't think people realize when we talk about sports stars, just this guy is not even sport. He's a superstar. He's A+ level. Like even some of your favorite singers and rappers are not getting that.
Not a chance. No. Not a hope in hell.
But that was crazy when I seen that he got that much subscribers. I was like,
I remember I saw Speed. Speed was live stream, man. You just saw how he just went past him.
He had spent about 2 or 3 years to get there.
Yeah.
And he had to be doing crazy stuff. Someone just logged on and said, I'm him. It's just crazy. But now, okay, we're actually on good time here. But
yeah. Did we say about Emery and Arteta?
That's what I was going to say. So obviously, I'm pretty sure we've all seen the viral clip of Robbie from AFTV, basically saying that whatever way the question was worded, from what we understood, is that he said Arteta is the second best manager after Pep. And then one guy came on and said, no, it's Emery. But what he went on to say, he said he's saying right now, who is a better manager? Who is the second best manager to Pep right now? And he said Arteta. And I'm still like, but why? But like, why is he second best? Because at the end of the day, like, so you finish what? You finished second behind them twice. Klopp done it how many times?
Yeah. See, the thing is about that. Emery is second, by the way. If you didn't know.
Why do you think Emery's second?
Because it's not just because where Aston Villa were, right? And Emery took that Aston Villa, he elevated them in a short time that Arteta elevated that Arsenal team, right? Give or take, you can say that. Emery is in the Champions League with Aston Villa. That's huge. Let alone, right? He bet Arteta back-to-back last year. I think they forget about that as well. Bet them back-to-back 2-0 and 1-0 as well. Right? Emery. Arsenal won't be Arsenal without Emery being there. And I'll tell you why. He was the one that gave Smith Rowe a chance. He was the one that gave Saka a chance. He was the one that bossed Saliba as well. Your centre-back. He was the one that got that nigga in. But still, I don't know what they have against Emery. Even Emery, when he was at Villarreal, he made that Europa League his bitch. He wanted to win that every time. I swear he bet Arsenal with Villarreal. And he bet United as well in the final. That's how good of a manager he is like. And even maybe this year, the PSR and all the things, that's probably why Aston Villa's team is not looking that good. But I still think he's going to be in top 6.
Yeah.
Like, he made that Aston Villa just as good of a team as... Okay, I wouldn't say just as good a team as Arsenal. That's crazy. I'm not that crazy, right? But he made them a top 4 team in a less time than Arteta took to make that Arsenal team what it is now.
Fair. See, the thing about that argument is that I hear both sides. I hear the Arsenal side is like, yeah, but this guy couldn't do the Arsenal and Arteta came in. But at the same time, it's like you gave one manager 5 years to spend 715 million. You gave another manager, like a year and a half to spend 150 million, and you're trying to compare.
You can't compare that.
You can't compare that.
Not a chance, no.
And like the reason why people Emery are saying is better is because he's been at clubs which are lesser than Arsenal, but has won trophies. Like we said, for example, Villarreal, he was winning the
Europa League. And don't be surprised if Aston Villa win the FA Cup this year.
And what else? Did he win other trophies other than the Europa League? I have a feeling he did. It's just not coming to my head. I feel like Emery won something else.
I swear he was at PSG.
Did Emery win the Conference League?
I don't know. Because Villa, I swear he was always winning the something with Villarreal.
He was, but I feel like Emery wants something else. But anyways, my point, no matter is like I don't think you can really compare. Like saying that Pep is the second best man, Arteta is the second best manager in the league is scandalous in my opinion. And the reason why I'm going to say this is this: Ten Hag has been there for 3 years and has won more trophies than Arteta.
So that alone.
So
Arteta
why
has moved
isn't
up.
Ten Hag the second best? Why is it
Arteta.
Arteta? Because as you Arsenal fans will always slag every other club. We base everything on trophies, Abby. That's how we basically how we gonna say this.
Yeah.
How we basically say who's better than who.
Yeah.
If in the last 5 to 6 years you are trying to tell me that Arteta is the second best manager in the league, so what does that make Ten Hag, who has won more trophies than Arteta in less time and spent less money?
Okay,
What does that make him? What does that make West Ham, who technically speaking have won the Conference League?
But David Moyes is not actually there anymore.
David Moyes is not there anymore. But what does that make them? Like, this is where I'm coming from. The point of what does that make Chelsea, who have made 2 finals in the last year, which is more than.
But ever since Arteta have joined Arsenal, Chelsea have won the Champions League. They've been in the they've won the Super Cup or whatever. They've won the Club World Cup as well, right? They've also got into 2 Carabao Cup finals, 2 FA Cup finals as well. So at that point,
my point is like I understand, like, he's playing this unbelievable football at your club. He's doing all these things. He's making Arsenal a better team. But we have to be guided for a minute and say, okay, if this was any other manager, how would we act? Because if this was Ten Hag, boy, if Ten Hag spent 750 million in 5 years,
you'd be on him.
I had an FA Cup.
Yeah.
You people would be on him like there's no day tomorrow.
He wouldn't shut your mouth. Like, they won't shut your mouth about them.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. So that's where I am very like, I don't know who the second best manager in the Premier League is, to be honest, because there's no second best. Because the only person who used to be second best is not there anymore. It's Klopp.
Klopp is gone.
Because he's the only person that for some reason, somehow could always challenge City.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this very openly. If Spurs play better football and actually won a bit more games, they seem like the only team that caused City problems. Because Arsenal don't cause City many problems. Like, yeah, last season, did they beat them last season?
Yeah.
They bet them.
Etihad. That's when Rodri was
They beat them once or twice.
They played them twice.
I think one was a draw.
One was a draw. That's when Arsenal sat back that whole match in Etihad. And Rodri was talking about mentality. You have to go with mentality, not a draw mentality, whatever.
Yeah, so that's one. And then obviously they bet them. Fair enough, okay, now that's in my head. But it's like, it's just like, I don't see who the second best manager in the league is, to be honest, because I don't think there is one at the moment. Because if you're telling me because you finished second behind Pep twice, after let's be very guided and remember one thing, Arsenal fans, you were on top of that table for 93% of the league. So don't even look at that as an achievement. That should be embarrassing. Because that was see, the problem is, if
it was anybody else,
you would be on their case.
But when it's them, it's different.
When it's you,
it seems like a lot of things are different for Arsenal.
It seems like when it's you, it's just like, do you know what? Arteta, he's still building. When is his building going to finish? Guys, he has the team. Let's actually watch Arsenal's team. You have Raya and Cole. You have Ben White right back. You have Saliba and Gabriel centre back, and left back is still a bit.
It's like Timber, Zinchenko, Calaflori, whatever.
Timber is there now, right? Okay, so centre mid they have
Partey, Jorginho,
Odegaard,
and Rice, and they have Jorginho on the bench.
They have Saka on the left.
They brought that guy Mika Mourinho as well.
Mika Mourinho. They have who's on the
Saka,
Martinelli or
and
Trossard. And then they have front. They have
Havertz and Gabriel Jesus.
Come on, guys.
The team is good.
Let's just stop. The team is good.
Yes, the team is
good. You're just not good enough. You see, the thing is, and I say this, Arsenal and City, the difference between them is the mentality, and it's from day one. Arsenal are a good team, but they play too much with their heart. City are very good because they play too much with their head. City just know, we could be losing, but we are Manchester City.
Fully.
The problem is, London derby is coming off soon. Just have in mind, you're going to see the difference between the team that play with the head and the team that play with the head. I don't know if it's going to be Spurs or Tottenham, but we're going to see. And
where is it?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And all I'll say to this, I don't like Arsenal fans. I don't like their fans whatsoever.
No.
But the only thing I'll tell to them is that if Arsenal as a team can change their mentality and stop playing with so much of their heart and play with more of their head, then I'd be afraid of the club.
Yeah.
That's when I'll be afraid. Because they just, you know what it is, yeah? It's like, for example, it's like this. It's like, remember what I was telling you when Havertz was replying to people on Twitter, Gabriel was replying to people. They were all doing all these little silly things. It's like, even Saka copying James Madison's, it's just silly things like that. It's just like, you don't see, maybe I'm wrong. Whenever I see City play, even if, you see when Cucurella was saying all that shit about,
and he got it.
and when he said all that shit about Haaland. Haaland scored. You heard Haaland. He said basically, I don't care. Haaland said, I just don't care. But one person that will be going on Twitter replying people, that's when I'm talking about mentality about Arsenal. Arsenal are actually just using their heads away to winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Remember when they were doing the Arsenal Prime Video thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And Arteta used the tweet that Tony used. Remember he said, "Oh, nice kick around the boys." When Brentford bet Arsenal, like that's what it's the kind of the thing. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Even he plays into it. It's like, forget about this. You forget about what that shit they said. And that's what happened to Wolves as well. They kept feeding too much into what Madueke said, and you see what happened. It's like, play your football. You're here to play football. You're not here to entertain.
And they're paid enough to get winning. Like,
you're good enough to win it. Forget about what people say. Play the football you want to play, and deal with that after. Don't even deal with that at the end of the season.
You just deal with it on the pitch, like, at the end of the day.
Like, you don't even say shit on the pitch, man. That's why I'm telling you, City are too good, because City don't entertain people's bullshit.
They will never even reply to anybody.
Arsenal entertain people's bullshit, and the minute I seen it was, it's like even for example, I'll give you an example. When Saka scored against Spurs last season, why did he go and do James Madison's celebration?
That wasn't even say anything.
That was unnecessary. I get it's a North London derby. I get tensions are high. But that's when Tottenham used their heads instead of their hearts. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's when Son scored that goal.
That's when Son scored that goal. And Madison, was it? Remember that Jorginho lost the ball?
Yeah.
And they scored.
They pressed him like.
Why are you, don't entertain bullshit till after the match. Remember, for 90 minutes of that game, it's like, use your head. It's like, okay, this guy said, but I'm not going to entertain him. I'm just going to play my football. I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to do what I need to do. When you start doing all that shit, it's like, fair enough. You see what happens. I'm telling you, the best example was Wolves. Started playing into what Madueke said, and they started, they're playing with the hearts. I'm playing with the hearts. I've got them 2-0, but then they started playing. Then they got that they're playing football, and it's like Chelsea were like, do you know what?
Then Enzo just switch it up. He played with his head.
I was like, do you know what? It's like Chelsea went like, do you know what? I actually do not care. If however they want to act about it. If Madueke thinks it's a shit city, so be it. Like, that's not my business. I'm here to play football and win a game. These mans were just thinking about, remember what he said. This is...
Let's fight for fucking city. Shut up, man.
No. Play football with your head. Remember what you're doing. And that's what I'm telling you. I start just using their heads away from winning the Premier League. People think there's not that they have a... Like, I'm not going to say I hate Arsenal. I'm a Spurs fan. But if they use their heads a bit more, they could win the league. Stop entertaining people's bullshit. They're going to... I promise you what. They're going to play Spurs now. Promise you, they'll get 2 red cards. Arsenal will get 2 red cards in that game because they're going to play too much with their head.
Yeah, it's because that Ben White needs to be dealt with. I don't like.
No, Ben White. Yeah, see Ben White. Ben White needs to be humbled.
I just don't like
because see him. He is the exact person that him and Havertz are the 2 people I say that they entertain people's bullshit too.
Even Gabriel,
why are you kicking the ball back at somebody?
Guy, like
that's what I mean.
He landed it at him. To be fair,
if that was Rodri or something, what do you think Rodri would have done? You see the way that they kicked the ball. What do you think someone else would have done? Someone else would have been like, just trying to get what's his name? Just trying to get the other player in trouble. Yeah. But now when you go and react, it's like now they'd be like, that was actually just very unnecessary. Because to me, that was dangerous conduct. Because how about if that cracked John McGinn in the head and he got knocked out?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. John McGinn done the same thing. I'm not saying that what he done was right.
Yeah,
but that was in play.
Yeah.
You done it for no reason.
Let it at him.
If that even in the head now, what are you going to say?
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to. If you got knocked out, because man, I just tell people, when you hit people in the head in certain ways, you know what can happen to them.
It's bad, like.
You seen Benton Court the other day as well.
Yeah. He was knocked out, wasn't he?
He's knocked out. God, now you go and let it out full. You see, that's the thing about that team. They play too much with their head. I get football, you have to play with your head. But remember, you have to use your head as well.
You see, no City player would try that rubbish.
What?
What Pep would do to that person? They won't even play next 10 games at least.
Pep would, they'll be like, oh, what's happened? Oh, he's just not doing, the people are doing better than him in training. Not bad, though. That's his punishment.
Yeah. Like, come on, like.
But, bro, no, like, but honestly, like, I don't like the Emery and Arteta thing. I think it was a very unnecessary argument even, because it's just like, there's no second best manager, man. There's no second best. Has to be someone that has won the Premier League over Pep at least once or twice, and that was only Klopp.
That was once.
Other than Klopp, who else won the Premier League? Second best has to be somebody that Pep is afraid to be like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
like,
and there's
City
no one.
City are not afraid of anybody in the league. That is the issue.
That's what annoys me.
The only way City can be afraid of somebody is if a team win the Premier League and they win it again the next season. That's when they're like, okay.
Let's calm down now.
I think when someone wins the Premier League over City twice is when the next season you will see the best team we've ever seen.
I don't think they will lose the game either.
Oh no!
And now that Gundo is back, they can win whatever they want to win.
I don't think people understand
whatever way they want to win it is as well.
I don't think people still understand the severity and like how much of a problem having Gundo is back.
I think they can win the treble again.
I know.
And if they do,
can I be honest with you? I think that's bad for football if City win a treble again. It's not, bro. It's like I was saying. Like somebody said the other day. It's actually bad for the Premier League that Chelsea aren't competing the way they used to be.
Yeah,
it's actually so bad for the brand of the because we have this. We call the Premier League the best league in the world. We say it's this league, but it's like nobody's. It's like there's City and everybody else.
Yeah,
it's like it's actually Man City and everybody else.
Yeah, but like, what can you? At the end of the day, what can you do? It is still the best league in the world, obviously.
I don't know anymore, man. I used to
because in other leagues the same thing is happening. You know what I mean?
Oh, like where is other happening? Who won the La Liga last season?
Real Madrid.
Didn't Barcelona win it the season before? I know Barcelona won this league the season before.
I think that was 2 seasons before.
Wait, I don't think so because I think Barcelona. Let me look. Like what were 24 the Liga? Is that 2022?
2, yeah.
Real Madrid won in 22. Barcelona won it in 23. Yes, so Barcelona won it last season. I told you. I knew.
Blood of Zachariah.
21 was Atletico Madrid. So there is some sort of competition.
Yeah, okay.
Do you get what I mean? It's
I hear.
You can't have a league. No, I think this is, and I know this conversation be coming up with people a lot. I think we have to start coming to the conclusion the Premier League might not be the best league in the world anymore till we have competition of people that can challenge City. And I mean that just don't challenge City, like that go toe to toe with City every time. That City win a game 1 week, we win a game the next week. That's literally like the league is coming down to a point or two.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that. We know because Arsenal or Liverpool or Man United or Spurs or Chelsea are 7 points ahead, but we know City are going to come back.
Yeah,
we need
the mystery in the Premier League again.
We need when it comes to the point of that's like, it's not City. It's not that we're afraid of City. It's more like, okay, we have Spurs, we have Chelsea, we have Arsenal who are fighting for the league. Yeah, City are there, but we don't know if they're going to win it.
See that time when City won the league in the last day against Aston Villa. That's
City, man. They doing it against.
You see, that's for football. Like I love that, you know. I love watching football like that because it was actually that Liverpool game. If Liverpool won and City lost, the league went to Liverpool. If Liverpool won and City won, City were winning the league. Like you know, they had to play their best times. That's what I mean. That's why I like football.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and that last year, my favorite match last season had to be the City and Tottenham match. And the last,
we all know City and Tottenham. We just never know.
Yeah,
we just never know. We actually just don't know.
Because
remember, you know, what even paid me the most. Remember when the City won the Champions League that time, and I told you, I bet you Pep's going to say the only thing he wants to do is beat Spurs in next season.
And he did it.
Just do 1-0, but the guy doesn't care. The guy said, "I don't care." He said that they haven't even scored in the stadium for 4 years.
Yeah,
can you imagine?
Pep has completed everything he wanted to do. He can leave and retire.
But do you still agree with my point that I say that for me to say Pep is the best manager in history, he'd have to go to a team like a Spurs or a Villa and win the league with them. Because that's why I say Mourinho is the best manager in history. I don't care what anybody says. I will fight that thing from Kingdom Come. Mourinho, for me, is the best manager in the history of football. Argue with whoever you want to argue with.
The thing is, yeah, obviously, because he was a Chelsea manager,
It's not about even being a Chelsea manager. Wherever Mourinho goes,
he won,
except Spurs, which is fair enough. But at the end of the day, who would have known if he got to play that final in the Carabao Cup, but he would have won or lost?
He probably would have won. He doesn't lose finals. Yeah, I hear what
and
you
the
mean.
one final he lost, he got robbed, which we all seen. He got robbed.
Which time was that?
Remember when he was with Roma? Was it Europa League or something? He got robbed. We all know he did. So this is where I say to people say, yeah, Ferguson, Pep. I'm like, no, because Mourinho has done it in places that you wouldn't even expect. He went to Chelsea, he won the league. He went back again, he won the league. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the Champions League with Porto.
He won it with Inter Milan as well.
Yeah, you did. But like, I don't know. I can't pick any other person than Pep, to be honest. Nah. I can't willingly look at football like that.
I still say it's Mourinho. And I know he's old now and he's not doing as well as he used to do, but Mourinho, for me, he's the most intelligent manager I know out there.
Yeah, but I just think the longevity side of Pep as well.
Hey, but bro, come on. You don't think if Mourinho had the same money Pep had, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing, Pep is doing?
Well, we never know, do we?
We never know. But Mourinho, that's the thing. Like, it's like Mourinho.
Yeah, but Mourinho had the money.
Where?
At Chelsea.
And did he not do very well with shoes?
Yeah, but he didn't spend that much.
Okay, then that does not even make him better.
Yeah, but he could have spent that much.
Now, Pep doesn't spend that much anymore, but Pep has remember what's that team in FIFA, All Stars 11 or?
Yeah, but like even when Pep went to Barca, I don't think he spent that much.
Barca was Pep's first job.
Yeah, exactly, but he didn't spend that much.
Look at the fucking players he had.
Yeah, exactly. So why were you talking about spending money though?
Bro,
apart from City, that's the only team.
Do you think anybody else in the football history is gonna be that look to have Xavi, Iniesta, okay, let's start to wait. So I'm not going crazy. Wait, don't say anything. So do you think anybody before don't talk, please don't.
I won't talk.
Don't talk, please don't talk. Let me just whip out this team. Pep. So people will say I'm talking madness. Okay. So, do you think anybody is going to be this lucky in football to have? Let me see. Let me make sure. We have Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Abidal, Mascherano, PK, is it No, why is the name not coming to mind? I can't recognize his face here. The guy who plays for LA Galaxy or Messi's team now. Busquets. Let me just make sure I'm not going crazy. He even had Thiago. And he had this Alexis Sanchez. And I don't
David Villa.
And there's a few other people's faces I don't recognize. This is even his farewell team. So I'm not even looking at Pep's proper team.
Okay, we can. Okay, that's fair.
I'm not finished because when I'm telling you,
I just can't put him over. I can't just put Pep. I can't put Mourinho over Pep.
Bro, when you have Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, bro, the guy had all the Infinity Stones.
Chiesa.
What?
Liverpool.
Here we go.
No, they're exploring the conditions of him, but
it makes sense.
If they have put an approach, let me see what Ornstein said. They want to. Atletico want to sign Mateus Nunes on a season-long loan.
What Atletico cooking?
Blood.
Yo, let's talk about that quickly.
Blood.
What Atletico cooking?
Conor Gallagher, Nunes, Llorente, Koke, right? As that midfield. That's the midfield core. And then they have two young players as well.
They have Alvarez and
Griezmann. And they have Sorloth as well. Then they have Melina. Melina that was a World Cup winner. They have that guy, Robin. You know the guy that played for Spain, centre back, Robin whatever his name is. They have Jimenez as well. Black.
Yeah. Well, these men are cooking small.
They're cooking small something.
They're cooking small. They're cooking in
I
the
want to
kitchen.
see them against Real Madrid though. I'll definitely watch that match.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good match.
That'll be a very good match.
I told you that we're going to see Crystal Palace Conor Gallagher again. You're going to all see yourself.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't know who got the better side of that deal though.
In what sense?
In the sense of, they got Gallagher, and we got Felix.
They got it, bro. I've always said from day one, when I seen that guy play at Crystal Palace, I always knew he was destined for something great.
Yeah, of course, right? But still, like with the current manager, right? Conor Gallagher wasn't gonna start, even though he was probably one of our best players. But like sometimes that's when you have to trust your manager, and I don't think they sacked this man either. I think they're gonna give him the opportunity because they can't keep sacking managers, like, you know what I mean. So I'm just like, I'm be wondering because the signings that Chelsea have made this year, they look more logical than they have been in the last few. No, because think about it, right? Tosin for free.
Not playing, but keep going.
But he's still a good option to have.
Okay.
He's a good option. Neto, come on. Everyone knows that Neto's good, yeah. Felix can play.
His hamstring, his body's.
Yeah, of course. But he can play more. Like they're doing it like a Swiss Army knife. They have a lot of players that can play different positions. They have Dewsbury Hall as well, and they signed that Renato Vega that can play centre back, left back, CDM, centre mid, whatever. Right? They have them, and they have spent like 150, yeah, but they've sold 100 or something as well.
Face.
So they've only spent, and then they brought down the salary cap. So everyone that was on, apart from Sterling, everyone is under the salary cap that they want to be given to people. So they haven't done a terrible job. But if they'd started this rubbish 2 seasons ago, Chelsea wouldn't be in the position they are right now.
We will never know.
Definitely, what do you mean never? We definitely know.
But guys, thanks for tuning in.
It's a pity I forgot to talk about Jamie Carragher. It's a pity. It's a pity I forgot to. Next episode. We'll talk about Jamie Carragher.
We will be back next week.
Yeah.
We will be back next week. Thank you for tuning in. Always remember, take care, God bless, have a good day, and if you like the episode, subscribe. If you don't, comment what you hated about it. I don't really.
I don't give a flying fuck if you like it or not. I don't give a shit.
But just take care, God bless, have a good day, and we hope you enjoyed it.